Hello friends, welcome back to your channel Learn and Earn. Myself Dayanand. So once again, thank you so much for your all love and the support. Today we have reached 300 subscribers. So this is a great motivation for me to do more and more videos on Learn and Earn tips. Well, this is Excel VBA 2016 Beginners to Advanced Edition Part 14. In this session, we will learn how do we create a login form, a registration form which will something look like this, which will ask for the name, phone number, city, username, and password. Once user enter all these details and click on register, this will go and save into Excel database. Let me show you the demo. So here is the database where it will save the data into. The name entered by user will come and sit here in the column A. Phone number goes to column B and goes on from the C, city, and D, username, and E, password. Okay. Uh, I'll show you how do we program, how do I create this entire form, everything. Okay, so before we continue, as I always say, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. I do not want any of you to miss any of these videos. Okay, let's get this started. So this is a simple form. You will go to insert in the Visual Studio, Visual Basic Editor. You'll go to insert and click on user form. This will open a form like this, set a color, whichever you would like to, choose it from the back color, and I'll say choose highlight, and then start adding forms into this toolbox. Start adding controls into the toolbox. You need a label, and then you need a text box to get the data from the user. A label, which is similar to this. This is the label, and this is a text box. So using this toolbox, create a form which will look like this. Name it. You can name from the space where it says caption. Click on the label and go to caption property. Type here whatever you would like to. You may even say first name, last name, or just a name or full name, whichever you want. You can certainly go ahead and input there. And one important thing you need to remember, it is good for you to name every single field. We call this as field. So it is good for you to name it. Otherwise, the default name will be text box 1, text box 2. For example, if I show you here in the other form, this default name is text box 1. If I have one more text box, this will be automatically named as text box 2. So, but what I prefer you to do, say for better programming, always name them and identify the field. Like for this, I have named as name 1. For this, I have chosen PH to say phone number, then city, then username, that is uname, and the password PWD. This is a button, so I will say BTN for button 1. Okay, easy. Now, the trigger is this. Moment user clicks on this register button, all the data whichever filled in here should come to the Excel and sit here in this. Okay, now this is where you need to focus. So if we just double click on the button, this will take us to the coding page. So here the button 1 I'm coding for, and the event is on click. When button is clicked, what has to happen? That is what our programming objective is. So all our objective says is what? We want this, when the button is clicked, whatever the information filled in here should come and sit in this respective column A to E. Okay. Now we need to literally write them in the code. So simplest code I'll show you. How do we write? See, every cell is, okay, you can read a cell with the help of cells one comma row comma column. Using this function, you can read them. Cells 1 comma 1, all of us know this is A1. Okay. And what I have to do, I need to get my name value, name 1 value to go into the cell 1. So I'll say cells 1 comma 1 is equal to name 1 dot value. Okay. Similarly, I write the code for the remaining all the text fields. like this. So name 1 value goes to cell 1 comma 1, name 2 value goes, sorry, ph value goes to cell 1 comma 2, and city goes to 1 comma 3, and so on from there. Okay, so notice that I have chosen password character as star. So whatever being typed here, it will only come as star. It won't display the password to the one who is typing. Okay, now when I run this works fine without any error, but there is a small bug which we will be fixing it in the same video. Let me try show it to you. So my name is Dayanand, and my phone number is XYZ. So here you notice I can enter maximum of 10 numbers only. Okay. So how I have set a property such a way that the phone number cannot go more than 10 numbers. So this is how it is, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. The moment it is 10 number entered, tab automatically goes onto the next button. Okay. Next text field. City, I'm from Bangalore, and my username, I would like to choose my username as D Narayan, and the password I'll keep some general password, say 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Okay. Now when I click on the register, this look at this. What happens? The Dayanand has come in the column A, the phone number column B, city column C, and username and password. But the problem here is it is working fine. However, it has replaced whatever value were there in the first row, if you notice, which is an error for us because I had a column head there, right? Let me show you another example. If once again I'm filling up the data, say for example, I'm filling for the Robert, and this is a random number I'm giving. So he is from New York, and username is or Butler, and the password, let's say I'll choose 1412345 6. If you notice, it is program is working fine, but it is filling in wherever I had. So it's something we need to fix it here. Let's fix this. Now see this. I have added another line calling next row, which defines the next empty row from the bottom. So you should find the next empty row available and then fill the value there. Once it is done, the next record should come and sit in the next empty row. And the formula, the coding is very simple. We are going to say count rows dot count, which means count the total number of rows available. From there, go upwards, which is right here, and this count 1, and then go upwards, Excel up, and see that row, add +1 to that. This defines the value for the next row, which will be the row number 2, comma, column number 1. Once it is filled, the next time another person entering the registration details, it will be next row will be the third row, and then goes on from there. By doing this, what happens? So we will ensure that the data is not overwritten. Let me run an example here. I'll give the same information again. Let me quickly do this. Okay, from Bangalore. And that is my password I'm using. Register. You could see this. This is being entered here in the next row. Suppose if I'm once again entering the data for the Robert or XYZ, so the number, the data goes and sits in the third row. You should be able to see that now. Click on the register and you could see this. This is how we can program easily to use a form to get all the details of the registration and then get them saved into the Excel. And for the end user, we will not show the Excel. We will simply hide the Excel, and then we just go here and click on. You may even hide the sheet by using this hide sheet, or you may also use a hide function from the view. But from the view tab, you have hide functions which will hide the entire workbook. You can also use that. Okay. Now, another thing we need to focus here, we are missing here is once this information are entered and clicked on register, the form is not set back to default. It is just leaving with the same data. Look at this. So I'm filling the third value, that is Raju and his phone number, etc. registration. Once registration is done, you could see data being saved there. However, this information just left over in the form. So this has to be set back to 0 or null. So then the form should reset back to the original stage. Okay, let me show you how to do that. Now, at the end of the coding, I'm going to write how to clear the form. I'm setting the same names, name1 dot value to null, ph value to null. So all the text field, I'm setting it back to null. Let's experience it. So I'm going back to the form. So I'm going to use a new registration details. So this time I'll use one of my subscribers' name, Selva Kumar, and their phone number, just a random number, and city Noida, username S Kumar, and the password Facebook, just like that. And clicking on register, you can see the registration data saved. However, the form is also cleared. So we have achieved what we wanted to. Okay, this is a simplest programming methodology. So if you notice what we have written, hardly just 5-6 lines of code, and they are very simple, way too simple. And then we are storing those data into the Excel file. Okay, and this Excel file will be, you may hide this Excel file. You may not want to show this to the user, and they can register, and you will know who is registering, and they can also let them log in before they even open the Excel file. Now, VBAs are very much useful. You can give permission to open the file based on their authentication. Uh, you can only, like Excel only opens to this page only when they enter the right username and password, which is already registered with this form, which I'll show you in the upcoming videos. Okay. In the next video, we will perform how to make a login using login page using these registration data we already have saved in our Excel. Okay, from this data, I'll show you how to log in if this username and password matches. Okay, right then, stay tuned to the channel. So more videos on up user forms, more videos on Excel VBA 2016. So complete. This is my guarantee for you. Once you complete these 30 videos, you certainly be able to call yourself as an advanced Excel VBA programmer, and then make use of it in your life. Okay, so do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and do share it with your friends who would like to learn on VBA. If possible, share it on your Facebook wall, so that we can learn together and also earn. Okay, happy learning, guys. All is well.